Why do they have this stereotype towards business? Even they can see the product is so well designed and well crafted.
But you have to understand that this is as a result of very long time of misinformation about black people. You know, the media, even from childhood, what you watch, you know, you see our own people have internalized some of these and accepted some of these stereotypes. That's why they will opt for, they will be happy parading themselves as wearing Hugo Boss or Gucci, but they will not support a black brother trying to make something meaningful. So it's a result of a very long time of manipulations, misinformations. That's why we come back to storytelling, because right now we want to tell our stories ourselves. Chinua Achebe said something. He said, until the animals have their own historians, the history of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. It has been like that. You know, we didn't have like media outlets, you know, showing positive things about black-owned businesses and stuff. Even when I try to get retailers, when I walk into a shop and I say I would like to talk to the manager, or when I send email, when the manager come and first I show them the product, they will be like, wow, surprise, but they don't want to, you know, go on with that excitement. They turn it down low, and the next thing, yeah, we have ordered socks for the whole year, maybe. Yeah, you see that that subtle kind of way of undermining your creativity and your excellence, you know. So it's there.
Okay.
So it's a big challenge.
All right, I understand that is true. So we have to work harder so to can overcome
Exactly,
the situation.
exactly.
And when it comes to black on black business, you know, blacks there are not so many in Scandinavian, but there is a good number there.
Yeah.
And how it is the kind of change exists between blacks and you guys?
Well, unfortunately, when I did, you know, I started this company, I did a crowdfunding campaign, which went really well. I was able to gather my community around me, both here in Sweden and in the United States of America, and, you know, across the globe. But unfortunately, the response is not there. The support is not there. And I try to speak to people. It's not specifically about my business, but if we will actively try to support a black-owned business, we will keep our resources, you know, within the community. And it's a kind of a chain reaction, right? For instance, if 20% of people of African descent here in Sweden will buy a pair of socks each, right, from me, I will be in a better position to move forward, and that will create job for a graphic designer of African descent, you know, some kids that are just looking for a place to do their internship, to have the first-hand experience. I will be able to create that opportunity for them, and it will rub off. So when one of us win, that means all of us wins. We have to start thinking that way, that life is actually a mission, not a competition.
Yeah. Perhaps you already touched on this, but I still will ask why prevents blacks to support black business?
Why?
Why?
Do they do it or not?
Yeah, why they don't do it?
It's like I said, I don't want to always blame anything in transatlantic slavery and colonization, but it has to do with that too, that we have been brainwashed that everything black is inferior. even when we don't know. So we need to start thinking and decolonize our mind. That's one. And then we have this tall poppy syndrome, right? When your brother is shining, you feel like he's taking your own shine away. So you want to pull that brother down or sister down in order to feel good about yourself. So all these things, I think, are the reasons that we don't actually support each other. For instance, the Chinese, when a Chinese man opens a restaurant here, you go there, you see Chinese people eating there frequently, and you start feeling that experience when people look and see people eating families that they want to, okay, the sweets will be like, wow, this look exciting, maybe I should give it a try, right? So when an African man opens a restaurant here in Malmo, you don't see brothers. But you cannot not always say it's because of the tall poppy syndrome or internalized racism, but it's also, as a result of that, we have been a defranchised group of people that actually the poverty rate and everything, some of us can't afford to go to the restaurant. So it's many things, but it is possible to change all that.
That's exactly the question I was thinking. How to change?
How to change?
Yes.
Well, we can start from, okay, like you saw what I'm doing, and you felt like, wow, this brother is doing something good. I would like to interview him. And me on the other side, I didn't bother to check. Are you working with the biggest media sector? Are you established? Where I didn't even care to know where you're going to publish these contents, but I just know my brother want to interview me. I will show up, So we stop looking at numbers but values, We start respecting each other. We start showing each other love like that, real love, knowing that we are connected. My success is your success, and knowing that the sky is big enough for many birds to fly in, right? So I think it starts with our mindset. When we get the mindset right, every other thing will follow. We should stop seeking for validation from places where we are not welcome. We should seek for validation from each other, because our stories and experiences are similar. I think that will be the way to affect change that is sustainable.
So let's talk about now the price of the cost of this of one of the socks.
Okay, yeah, we have the ankle socks or the sneaker liner.
So you've got many different.
Yeah. I've got 3 styles.
Okay.
Right,
yeah.
and so the ankle is the one that is here.
Yeah, and this one is long.
It's no, this one is 79 crowns per piece, and then the one you're holding is the athletic socks. It's 119 crowns per piece, and then we have the normal dress socks, like this one. The normal dress socks is 99 Swedish crown per piece, and then we also have this gift box. You can have a gift box of dress socks or a gift box of ankle. And if you look here, you will see it's 4 in this gift box.
Right.
It's inspired by the Igbo calendar. We have 4 market days.
Okay.
Namely Eke, Oye, Afo, Nkwo, and these make up the 1 week in Igbo calendar.
Only 5 days.
4 days.
4 days, sorry.
In Igbo calendar, but altogether we still have 365 days that makes a year. So these are also a way of correcting the misconception that we didn't have like a way of counting and the history, the black history we learn today is so not right. Did you know that we had a way of writing before colonization? In my culture, it's called Isibende. It's a kind of a symbol, kind of language or written form. Today, it's not in existence anymore. So I think for us to be able to achieve and decolonize our mind, we need to go back to the history. And when I say history, I mean our history, not his story, my story, our story. We need to go back and study the ways of our ancestors. And through that, knowing who we were, then we can start to decide and get the right mindset and decolonize our mindset. So Akoko for me is not just a source company, it's a movement, it's a belief.
That's so good. And then you reach more that more people will be able to join this movement, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
And then how much cost all this?
A gift box.
The gift box.
A gift box is $3.95.
Okay. And how people can get access if they like to buy it?
Well, we have a full functional web shop, which is www.akokoworld.com. You can follow us on Instagram, Akoko World, or Facebook, Akoko World. And then our Instagram is shoppable, so you can actually click on an image and then it will take you to the shop. So when we have different payment options like Swish for Swedish people, PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a
mobile pay.
Yeah. Mobile pay is what you have. Yeah, mobile pay.
For example, me.
Yes,
okay.
It's mobile pay Danish, but in Sweden we have Swish, which is also a kind of mobile pay.
Okay.
Yeah, we have that.
Any last thing that you would like to talk to our audience about anything? I mean, your product and.
Well, what I'm saying that it's time that we actively, people of African descent and friends of Africa, to actively look for black-owned business, because it's fun to go out and protest, right? But what do you do after the protest? So there are simple things that you can actually do to make an impact. Choose where you spend your money. Did you know that each time you buy from a small business and a real person do a little dance, I still do it. It doesn't matter if it's a pair of socks and I say, whoa, I got another, and then I dance, It helps me and my family, and that also, if I happen to be successful. Spend your money where your mouth is. Stop looking for validation where you're not welcome. Show love to one another. Remember that life is a mission, not a competition. And together we can achieve greatness. It is possible. I have experienced it. And I believe that it is very attainable.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me. It's really a pleasure and honor to be doing this interview with you and be able to share my product and Akoko with your audience.
That's good. Now I would like to buy this.